Ooh, more backpacks and stuff like that. You can really tell it's like the end of the map. I think. Maybe we do go out there. No, that's gotta be the end of the map. Doesn't look so great, if I'm honest with you.
We see you. Invaders in the dark.
Come on, charge the freaking wand.
Then run.
I swear I was holding the button down and it wasn't doing it. Stalker beetle, stalker bulwark. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff over here. Oh, they're attacking each other. Okay, let's let this play out. I don't think I've seen this happen before. And I question why, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Let's make sure they don't see me. Oh.
The hunter changes its stripes.
If they all gather for me, though, I'm just gonna nuke them. Boom! One more. Oh, I missed. That was pretty crazy. The hell, there's a corpse up there? Yeah, that's the first time I've seen those guys go at it against each other. That was weird. Well, it works out for me, though. Where are my big healers? What do we got over here? One last drink. Oh, I hear chests. Oops, nope. Let's see if this one will work. Oh, it did work. Cool. I guess we just gotta go talk to this guy, yeah? I don't see anything that concerns me. I do see a fast travel point over there, though, so I'm gonna grab that real quick. What? We'll take the long way around just to see what else is out here. Like this here tree. Talking to me, brother? I got the right idea? Tauwe.
Hey there, brother. Here for a dip? Or we can get right to business. 'Cause a glint in your eye says you're here for a reason.
Oh, that's why he's saying you got the right idea, brother, because I jumped into the water right away. Funny. Do you know a man named Ngunu?
Sure do. About 5 or 6 of them. Can't swing a dead seagull back in Rawatai without hitting a Ngunu. You get a crew together, you're bound to have 1 or 2. Why, back when I was in the Navy, I once served on a ship where everyone was named Nagunu but me. Started calling myself Nagunu just to feel included. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Your old captain is hoping to share a drink with you in Thirdborn.
No shit. Is it a special occasion? Should I wear my nice shorts?
It's at the Swordfish. I don't think you need to worry about formality.
It's been a long time coming. You talked to the others yet?
I haven't made out to Ruanga yet.
Doubt you'll be making it back with her either. She's convinced the captain's trying to kill her. I can't say I understand why. Our last deal went south, but that wasn't anybody's fault. Sometimes things fall off the back of a boat. Doesn't mean somebody pushed.
There's drama to be found here.
Yep.
We'll have to ask the others.
Shit happens at sea, you know? Anyway, it'll be good to see the others again. Even if it ends up being the last time.
Still working on Koha?
You might be doing that for a while. He's out there, friend. Way out there. Like shark's teeth out there.
What sent him so far from town?
Man's scared to death of the dream scourge. Can't blame him, but
Yeah, no,
the
I can't.
Zarp will kill you just as dead as the plague. And they'll rip you into 100 pieces doing it. Me? I'd rather turn into a mushroom or whatever it is happens to a dream thrall.
Huh. Speaking of the Dream Scourge, aren't you a bit exposed out here?
I like being exposed.
It does seem that way.
You and I could be great friends, Tauwe.
We'd have to find you a stepladder. But I'm not saying no. Anyway, it's those Aedyr soldiers you gotta watch out for. No offense.
Why did you all drift apart? The captain said you abandoned him.
Well, you know how it is. Captain says one thing, maybe we say another. Maybe we had a deal go sideways. Maybe it was politics. Maybe the deal was also kind of politics. See, old Captain likes an empire. Loves all the pomp and circumstance. Wronga, though. Nothing gets her madder than people thinking anyone could be born to wear a crown.
Well, nothing divides like politics, I suppose.
So I'll see you back in Thirdborn?
I wouldn't be caught dead anywhere else.
God, I feel like he's gonna die on the way back. You don't need the shield, right? For this fish? Nah, he'll be fine. Oh, what's this? Nothing. Ooh. Another totem piece. Love that. See if there's anything else in this water worth taking. Doesn't seem like it. There's not really much around. Oh. Thought maybe I heard some loot. So we do have a bounty right there. I'm guessing it's in there. Might be way up at top though.
You take lead.
See two on the radar. Oh, the other one walking up here. Oh, there he is.
Stop it!
Party in the brush! Devour!
First and raw!
only real issue with using the grimoires for spells is the keys just aren't responsive sometimes. Like that shield I put up is my number 3, which is fun. It's a good thing to have the shield up. But I was holding right click, which is when you bring the spells up, or the grimoires up, and I hit number 3 on the grimoire, which is the ice blast thing. And it's just kind of frustrating that it thought I did the shield spell when I'm very confident I had right click held down before I hit 3. But whatever. It's not a big issue. Really? I guess that was kind of far. Just trying to see what's over here. I think I'm gonna go to camp here in a second. We've got some dialogue stuff with these guys to talk about. I think this is probably like the very corner of the map we can go to. Oh, that's not an enemy? Interesting place.
This
Koda.
just one measly dungeon. How bad can it be?
What's up, Dario?
No, Dario. I'm not doing this.
This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich?
Maybe.
You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
Just someone passing by.
We'll keep moving. No one wants you here.
I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have listened to you. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due. It was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Koda, wow, if it bothered you that much, you should have said so.
Are you two done? Surrender peacefully and no one gets hurt.
Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened.
We've got company!
Ow.
I need a minute. Neon Seek.
They are strong. Oh, dang, I can't dodge next to a wheelbarrow.
Worth and Rock.
Oh, wheelbarrow. It's messing me up.
Then Rock.
Koda's
Just like
sack
the
of
good old
jeweled
days.
eggs. Ah, well, we got that bounty done. And we found a dungeon, maybe, somewhere? What dungeon were they going to go into? Can't see anything. It's completely black. We still need to go to camp. I know I keep saying it. I was kind of hoping we'd find like a fast travel point. Oh. So we got some thralls. Who knows what's up there? Maybe this was a dungeon they were thinking about going in.
Something tells me the godless didn't bar that door.
Parkour. We got more guys over there. It looks like we just got 3 down here. Oops, wrong button.
Everyone down.
I don't know. Any entrances here? No. All right, let's do camp. Probably. Actually, I don't think it really matters. Oh, come on, get up there. I just feel like there's gotta be a fast travel point or a camp, like right around here somewhere. There has to be. There has to be. Oh, there we go. Right there. Okay, let's at least get this marked. It's good enough. I mean, I know we can come back here from the camp, but we might leave the camp at the camp, and then we can fast travel back here later if we need to. Fickle winds. Critical hits deal high random accumulation. Okay. Kind of wish it wasn't random. Oh my god, everyone has shit to say. Let's start with Yatzli.
For the camp of an official Aedyr and envoy, I was expecting a little more. A proper bed, at least. But I suppose this will do for now. As long as you have a bath, of course.
I was under the impression you liked your rough.
When the mood is right, I find I like everything. I'm going to write Quilici tonight. Make sure he misses me. But, as riveting as it is to complain about our accommodations, I imagine you have another topic in mind?
That jar you had me fetch earlier, is it worth much?
I'm the only buyer you'll find here, and I already have the jar. A lesson for next time, darling. It's always worth some haggling. Unfortunately, it's been quite some time since I've met another who focused on the godless as I do. And I imagine I'd be more knowledgeable on the subject than anyone else you could find.
Did you learn of the godless when you were studying the arcane arts?
Technically, yes. Well, it set me on the path, at least. When I got my first grimoire as a child, I was trying out some of the fancy new spells I'd been given. I was attempting a simple illusion spell, but I must have slurred my words. The next thing I know, everything was on fire.
Oh. When you say everything...
I mean, my arm wasn't the only casualty. What is childhood but for silly things? When else can you get away with arson? My father was able to pull me from the flames as my mother doused them. I burned myself badly enough to give myself some vivid dreams, but the house still stood at the end.
Well, that's good. Did you ever end up getting the spell right?
Of course. Now I only burn those that deserve it, like mosquitoes and university administrators. The only lasting damage was my burn mark and the dreams.
I'm not sure which burn mark they're talking about. Is it this right here? I guess it doesn't look furry. It's kind of like scar tissue. Light flicker. I don't know about that. That sounds like I'm losing my mind at dream draw. That burn must have been painful at the time.
Usually I enjoy a bit of pain, but this was a bit too much. I wouldn't recommend it. As delightful as you are, we've much to do and less time to do it in. Shall we go?
Oh my gosh, she has more to say.
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time?
You had it already. You need something?
We need to discuss what happened in Emerald Stair, don't you think? Look, I lost more research than I'd like to count. But Fiora and its people are safe. That's what matters. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know how you managed it, but whatever you did, you averted disaster. That being said, your ambassador is going to get an earful, and possibly a fistful, next time we're in Paradise.
I'm not going to be an accomplice to anything, am I?
Well, that's entirely up to you, dearie. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't.
See, some of these things, my court augur, I don't know how to say that, that my trait gives me a start. I mean, I'm not choosing this option, but all I can see is blood and fire, ash and screams drifting on the wind. That sounds like some Dream Scourge shit. I'm concerned that's even an option for me to say. I'm gonna go with, you care a lot for animancers. Did you grow up in Fiora?
Oh, I didn't move to Fiora until I was 20. Or somewhere around there, give or take a few years. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young at heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel. A girl's gotta eat sometime.
There aren't godless ruins in your hometown?
In fact, there are. But I'd spent the better part of my childhood in them. I had to go out and find new ruins to get lost in. Have you no sense of adventure, Envoy? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling.
A warm welcome from animancers? How do you get that?
Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course. But a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again.
That's true. Does this mean you'll get food? I'll get food from you?
As much as I'd love to, you don't travel with a kitchen. I can't promise anything. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked.
Giada and Quilici seem to be close. Does that concern you?
Are you joking? He's my mentor. Not to mention 1,000 years old.
Oh, no. They're both handsome humans, of course. But Giada is like family to both Quilici and me. He taught her a lot of what he knows. She spent days in our home. Literal 26-hour days.
26
It's hard to
hours.
believe that things have changed so much recently. Any sense of safety just went poof. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out.
The people are alive, so there's still hope. Buildings can be rebuilt.
Right. The city can be replaced, but not its residents. Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling? Tired already, Envoy?
Oh my gosh, she has more to say. All right, I need to take a quick break, guys.
All
I need our back.
I'll see you in the morning.
Nope, you're gonna see me right now. You got more to say.
You think those Aedyrans were onto something? Do you think they can really cure the Dream Scourge?
Do you?
I think it's worth a try, at least. I just hope we made the right decision.
Hopefully, we'll see results from them soon.
Even if they don't have a cure when we see them next, maybe they'll have a treatment. Even that would be a gift. Now that the researchers can research, think of what we'll learn. A cure might sound far-fetched, but what if they find treatments for the Dream Scourge? And even other ailments? Oh, I can't wait to see how far they've come when we see them again. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling?
If you don't know what she's talking about, the first day we came into Dream Scourge, or sorry, into Shadow Scarp, which is the zone we're in now, we found some researchers underground that were trying to study some Dream Scourge that they had trapped in a makeshift prison, and we helped them get more supplies. And we haven't gone back to see how that's going yet, so, you know, we should probably do that at some point. What's up, Giada?
The Dream Scourge is getting worse. First our land, then our animals. Now our people. If we don't put a stop to it, we're looking at the end of the living lands.
Yeah, even if we heal the living lands, we'll still need to wrest it away from the steel garrote.
How can anyone expect us to do both? As if the Dream Scourge wasn't enough of a problem, the Aedyrans are profiting off our misfortune. They haven't come to help us. They're here to exploit our weakness.
That's true of the steel garrote, but not of all of the deer.
The steel garrote are a weapon. Who do you think wields them? It's too bad. We're fighting for our lives, our souls, and our freedom. I don't know if we can win all three.
We can. It won't be easy, but we'll make it.
You really think so? My apologies for acting cynical, but it feels as if nature, politics, and even the very gods are working against us. I don't appreciate being backed into a corner, but here I am.
That's enough for now.
Pleasant
Oh.
dreams. Despite everything that's happened, I'm so grateful to be working with Yatsli. In many ways, Quilici has been like a second father to me. But Yatsli, she's like my dirty aunt who's up to no good.
Oh, we all need a few bad influences in our
Well,
lives.
she's an expert in that field. While I have your attention, I've been thinking. Why is Inquisitor Ludwig suddenly interested in godless ruins?
Not for any good reason.
When it comes to her, there's never any good news. We should be ready for anything. Something tells me Ludwig isn't finished with us yet.
Maybe it was like her commander and stuff that attacked us on our way into Shadowscarp that we ended up having to destroy. Yeah, I don't think she's done with us. Alright.
You too.
What do you got to say, Marius?
Listening to Yatsley's thoughts about godless ruins is one thing. Bringing her along for the rest of the trip is something else.
You don't trust her?
Well, don't you think it's a little convenient? You need to go somewhere no one ever goes, and here she is to show you the way. If she's read anything about the garden, it was written centuries ago. Obviously, things have changed since then.
You really seem bothered by this.
Bothered? Pedraku. It's my job to guide you as safely as possible. What you're doing isn't safe. I'll go along with whatever you decide. Just don't be disappointed when she doesn't show you what you wanted to see. Anyway. Pleasant
Fair
dreams.
enough. Well, you got more to say.
I suppose if you're on a wild goose chase, there are worse places to do it.
Worst places in a hot, barren land filled with chasms and sinkholes?
At least I know how to deal with those sorts of things. Rope, lantern, extra water skins. Yatsley's got you going in all sorts of abandoned ruins. Who knows what's down there? More questions, most likely.
And spiders. Are you afraid of spiders now?
No, why would I be? I just want to make sure we've covered all the options before we dive headfirst into another deadly ruin.
But loot. I appreciate your concern, Marius.
Right. Just keep it in mind, I guess. Anyway. Thanks for talking.
Okay. Guy.
Thirdborn. If it weren't for the Leviathan skeleton in the middle of town, I'd hardly recognize the place.
When were you last there?
6 years ago. Feels longer now. You ever come back to a place and feel like the buildings are smaller and the colors are duller?
Sure, I know the feeling.
Thirdborn was always this rugged oasis. Dangerous and out of the way, but bursting with vitality. It was a harbor for larger-than-life types. People like Capo, the Leviathan Slayer, and Tama. Glory seekers, trophy hunters, warriors trying to leave their battles behind. People who built around their stories and their scars.
And now?
All that vigor's been wrung dry. Being back, it felt like we were watching Thirdborn die a slow death.
They're facing the brunt of the Dream Scourge. That would take its toll anywhere.
True. But I can't help but feel that the Thirdborn I knew 6 years ago would have faced it better. I think what's eating at me is that Thirdborn seems rudderless. The Dream Scourge is one threat. Conflict with Aedyr is another. The Living Lands is changing, and Thirdborn feels like a barnacle on a moving ship. Temerity's leading them as best she can, but towards what? What are we doing out here besides surviving?
Thirdborn will change and adapt with the rest of the Living Lands.
Or it'll go the way of the godless and their ruins. Not sure which idea makes me more uneasy. What about you? You were sent by your emperor to investigate the Dream Scourge. Since then, you've died, met a secret god, and gotten swept up in tensions between your empire and our scattered settlements.
This is true.
You brought Egwolf to Aedyr justice, but
Yep.
then you thwarted the Steel Garrote's attack on Fjord. Do you know what you're sailing towards, or are you drifting with the tides?
I follow my principles, not my commands.
That kind of clarity is rare. Thanks for talking. I hope Thirdborn is able to find its way somehow.
Tell me about Thomas Badge, the one you've been looking for.
A marker of his service to Thirdborn's defense. And something that helps his comrades identify his remains. if needed.
You always hope it won't come to that.
You hope it won't, but you know it might. It's an old Rautian naval tradition that Thirdborn's kept alive. And another debt I owe him.
Alright.
Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle
That
in.
everyone? Okay, everyone's all talks to you? Okay. Porridge.
When all of this is behind us, are you going back to Fjord's? Verna.
It's hard to imagine leaving forever.
Break down some stuff. So that one. Distant death. Dang it, I didn't mean to do that.
Especially with Quilichi. He's still there.
Okay, so put distant death back in. Take out Emperor's Reach.
Well, what if...
Exchange dexterity, parry efficiency. No. That one I could use. Oh wow, I didn't realize I had this. I would lose 2% crit chance, but 25% crit damage? Yeah, I should probably be wearing those. I'll hang on to these ones, but... Five maximum essence, 2 intellect, 1 perception. Dodging has a 10% chance to restore 20 essence. It's not too bad. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to change the painter's brush. I mean, 5% crit's huge. Damage from vessels. And then rings we have plus 10% fire, frost, and shock accumulation. And deals critical hits, deal poison damage. Which we're doing lots of crits, so that's kind of super useful. Damage reduction. Oh, wow, I didn't realize that a critical damage. Oh, I think I should ditch the poison damage for a 15% crit. Hold on. So now my crit's almost double.
What about you, dearie?
Oh, that's awesome.
Even if I could... Go back.
So I could upgrade my armor. Pretty significant upgrade. Can't upgrade my wand. 4 blackwood branches. Oh yeah, I just, quite frankly, don't have enough of the petrified wood branch. I think we're fine with
Wouldn't
that
be the
stuff.
same. Who knows? Maybe getting banished was the best thing that's happened to me in a while.
Can't upgrade rhyme.
Maybe Fjord was holding you back. And you can
Oh yeah, so this is part of that one last drink. I know, I think I should go back over here and keep making my way up to the Face Your Fears. Or should I try to do this strat quest? I think I might try to do this strat quest.
return one day to rub all your...
We'll keep rocking with Yatsley.
Seeds of change, their petals sprout across the barren land. They sing to the unwanted ones, and the unwanted ones sprout in turn. The soil remembers what it once was. It will soon be whole, safe.
Whose soil? The soil of Shatterscarp?
A name given to the land, not asked for. You see why the parasites are loathed? The soil does not want these cities. It yearns for silence, for the kestrel song. But first, the sprouted ones will grow. They will bring the stillness and the bird song.
Why would you want Thirdborn gone?
The dam falls. The river returns to its source. It is how the land was and should always be. We want all of them gone. We wish for life to flourish again.
There's life in Shatterscarp now, don't you see it?
Pilchards growing on bushes. Life that should not be here. Death nourishes the soil. All things come from the rot.
I suppose that's sometimes true.
The dead bear nourishes the pack. We ponder, dream of shifting sands now. we will speak again.
I do not trust Sapidol at all.